Ball purist, and Greg, I know you do. One thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
And the Clippers starting five. We'll see Powell and Leonard playing the forward spots. Chris Dunn is out there with Harden, and it's Zubats in at the 5 down low. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Green with a screen on Harden. Here's Curry with the 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
So challenging to guard in pick and rolls. Curry excels at exploiting the defense in these sets.
Done outside. Powell, no one around him. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now, here's Curry. Last game with 30 points. Pass to Butler. 6 on the shot clock. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. When it comes to players who like having fun, Greg, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
No good on the second free throw.
And free throws have never really been an issue for Butler. Makes a living at the line.
That's good from Dunn on the assist by Powell.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Pass to Podziemski. Powell with the steal. Clippers moving the ball around. Leonard with no one around. Open jump shot off the mark. Here's Butler. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
The defense has to make it tougher for Butler. Can't give him that.
Now, here's Zubats. Outside Leonard. Done outside. To the middle and stolen by Butler. One-on-one fast break. Here's Curry. Makes it off the glass. Curry's got 5 now.
How do you stop Curry? Well, in a short answer, you can't.
Clippers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Harden outside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Stephen Curry. Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player. I am the system."
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that. But Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
Derek Jones, he's checked in for the Clippers. To the paint, here's Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And everything Butler does, he does with a bang, including those 2 points.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, I caught up with Coach Steve Kerr. Well, he's worried about a number of issues, and front and center, James Harden. He said James will dissect you. It's hard to speed him up and hard to slow him down. He's their catalyst. But he thinks if they do a good job on Harden, they have a good shot at winning. Guys?
Thank you, David. Green, no luck. And so Powell will bring it up for Los Angeles. Pass to Jones. Here is Harden from outside the arc. And that one goes out of bounds. Touched by Zubats. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for Norman Powell.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Green. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Moody. Peyton, he's checked in for Brandon Podziemski. And it's Buddy Hield in for Curry. 5 to shoot. Here's Hield. Keeps it alive. Last game for the Warriors, it was a loss to San Antonio. Powell kicks to Leonard. Pass to Bogdanovich. Outside, Jones. And here's Harden. Jones sets the pick for Harden. Over Hield. Harden can't hit. The Warriors have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Hield can't hit. LA's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Jones. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Butler against Jones. Down low. And stolen by Leonard. The finish. And it's Leonard with the jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
In high-quality numbers for him all season long. How about 81 from the line?
On the free throw, no good. Jones, he gets that one.
A little breakdown there, letting them get that rebound. You can't allow that to happen.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Clippers ahead, up 5. Live from Chase Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Clippers.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jones and Zubac make up the 4 and the 5. Simmons is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Coffey in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Hield after Ben Simmons' miss. Stolen by Zubac. Bogdanovich up top, covered by Hield. Back to Bogdanovich. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Pass to Coffey. 6 to shoot. The 15-footer. A nice shot by Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got the lead up to 7 now for the Clippers.
And if you let Bogdanovich square up from mid-range, it's going to be a long night.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Kevon Looney is checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. Donnie's checked in for the Clippers. Now here's Curry. He has 5. Back to Payton. The crossover. Curry's shot is off. Clippers leading by 7. Pass to Dunn. Outside Bogdanovich. Back to Dunn. And Dunn with the slam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And the Warriors with possession here after the basket by Los Angeles. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or 2 against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Teron Lue said half of it is great talent, and I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. That makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
Very dangerous. All right, David. The Clippers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And the Warriors with some changes. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Kuminga. And it's Moses Moody in for Gary Payton. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Harden's checked in. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Richard, when it comes to Draymond Green, we know about his defense. But what does he give you offensively?
I think it starts with his passing. Not many big men can do what he does the way he does it. And especially effective when he's hitting the three ball, stretching the floor, allowing for more space for his shooters. The better shooter you are, the quicker you become. Curry makes it so hard to guard him in these little moments. He slips past the defense.
Now here's Leonard. Playing Houston, who was nearly unstoppable. And the basket by Harden.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Curry passes it to Green. Now Moody. Pass to Pajemski. Inside. Curry can't get it to go.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Clippers have made 3 of 5 free throw attempts. First free throw is good. Fields checked in for Golden State. The Clippers also changing it up. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Zubac. And Amir Coffey is subbed in for Jones. And so Dunn nails both of them. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Green. Butler with the ball. He's covered by Leonard. Great D that time from Leonard.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Buddy Hield.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Zubac is checked in for Ben Simmons. And Norman Powell subbed in for Amir Coffey. 5 on the clock. And the Warriors miss again. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Now, here is Harden. Kicks it out to Leonard. And stolen by Butler.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Back to Green. And stolen by Leonard. And there's Dunn on the assist by Leonard. 8 points for Chris Dunn.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
And that concludes the first half. Clippers lead by 12. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is... Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot drop. They're measuring up the shot. Give it up for the participants.
Checking out Los Angeles. They haven't quite looked like themselves lately. The question is, how do they get back to the top? How do they recapture that magic? I think it starts with raising the intensity level. Become more aggressive. Night after night, fight after fight. Aggressive is right.
And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the Los Angeles Clippers.
I mean, when you go inside and impose your will this way, you're delivering a gut punch.
Yeah, there's a whole other half to go, but the way they're winning this makes them the heavy favorite now. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Butler out there with Moody. And it's Green in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Clippers leading by 12. Harden outside. Pass to Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Don't you forget, Harden's won an assist title now. This man can pass that rock.
The Warriors shooting around 40% from the floor here. Outside Butler. Harden against Curry. Over Harden. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Curry's got 11 points.
Well, Curry's accuracy makes the mid-range easy pickings. He just goes up, nails the shot with ease.
RJ, with how well Curry continues to play, I'm not sure his three-point record will ever be broken.
It's going to be tough to do. But even if it does, I think Steph will still be regarded as the best shooter we have ever seen, simply because how he changed the game.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Let's take a brief moment to look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's feistiest defensive teams. The Clippers 3rd, the Warriors 4th.
And forcing turnovers is a point of pride for both these teams. That's why their steal numbers have been so high.
Butler is screen on Harden from deep three-point land. Curry can't get it to go.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
It's Powell with the drive. Here's Zubac, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Now, here's Moody. Guarded by Powell. Here's Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Good luck against Green inside. Even when you throw contact at him, he just fights twice as hard.
Harden outside. Leonard looking over the floor. Rebound by Butler.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Curry kicks to Butler. Hard earned by Butler.
And this kind of shot defines who Butler is. Just a bulldog who embraces finishing against the tight cover.
Back to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Curry's setting the pick for Butler. In the corner, Moody with it. Drops in the tray.
No doubt that Butler continues to improve his passing. An excellent playmaker, really wants to make his teammates better.
Back to Harden. And he makes good on the layup. Harden's got 6 points in the quarter.
and his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Warriors with some changes. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Green. Payton comes in for Moody. And Hield subbed in for Stephen Curry. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Jones checked in for Dunn. Some nice passing by Golden State here. They kick out to Hield. No good from outside. Clippers leading by 13. Harden outside. Pass to Zubac. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and it's slammed in by Jones.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Jones against Butler. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Jackson-Davis. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. And the Warriors making a change here. Kuminga's checked in. The Clippers also changing it up. Amir Coffey's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Norman Powell. And Simmons subbed in for James Harden. And again, no good by Golden State.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And Bogdanovic kicks to Zubac. Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Bogdanovic has got 5 now.
And with Bogdanovic is that well set up, he's almost automatic. Nice shot.
Outside Butler. And again, no good by Golden State.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
And so it's Los Angeles with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Dunn. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Jones. Then there's Bogdanovic. And it's Coffey in at the 3 slot.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Curry passes to Hield. Kuminga down low. Leonard's there. Hield. It's hauled in by Coffey.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, but right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Bogdanovic passes to Coffey. No good with the triple. Warriors trail by 20. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Back to Payton. Curry deciding where to go with it. Hield outside. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
This is Hield at his best, a major threat that torques defenses off the catch.
Down against Curry. Outside, Jones. Screen by Jones. Fires the 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Coffey's got himself on the board with 3 there.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Different look here for the Warriors. Green, he's checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Jimmy Butler comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. Moses Moody, he's checked in for Gary Payton. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Hield. And then for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Jones. Powell comes in for Amir Coffey. And James Harden has subbed in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. The shot by Powell, no good. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Golden State. It's an 18-point game. Outside Curry. Back to Green. And the rejection by Zubac. And he gets it back.
Clippers ball.
Los Angeles leading by 18. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Another shot. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. And Curry has it in the corner. Shot from the wing. That's good on the jump shot.
On a night like tonight, Steph Curry is must-watch basketball. He can score from anywhere.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Outside Leonard. Back to Harden. Leonard sets a screen for Harden. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists tonight.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Curry can't get it to go. LA's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Pass to Powell. Harden kicks to Dunn. Back to Harden. And Leonard has it in the corner. Clock at 6. Powell with a screen on Butler. Here's Leonard. He gets it in there. And the Clippers lead by 21.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Los Angeles.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And on the year, looking at their record, this game will make it 49 wins. And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Zubac.
Honestly, I just love how relentless he is on the glass, making a big effort to pull the ball in and give his teammates extra chances.
And it's Leonard missing. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Curry with it. Powell pulls it in. So the Clippers winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with James Harden. James, this team adds on to its win streak. How important are nights like this as you move forward?
It was huge, man. We did an amazing job. We're continuing to get better offensively and defensively. Guys are stepping up, so we got a long way to go, but we're in the right direction.
It is not where you start, but